Hello, everyone, and down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. Headed to the end zone.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. You got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal.
3:25.
With jet sweep pass. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop?
Get set.
The snap sets up the throw. Snags it. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive
He got shoved midair. A bad fall, but I think he's okay.
I'm reading a report right now.
Or sorry, that was Hunter. Hunter got hurt.
Per Jared Greenberg, Garland's toe sprain is a significant concern for the Cavs. If this was the regular season, Garland would have been shut down for at least 1 to 2 weeks.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Hank is fist pumping.
No, I'm not fist pumping. Never for injuries. I want to beat teams at their best.
Okay. Listen, the Pacers don't scare you.
You love the Pacers.
I do. I love watching them. Like they play fun games. That was a very fun game to watch. I think the Cavs are still going to win.
Yes, it was. It's two okay teams going at it.
Okay, I love it. I love it, Hank. Talk that shit, Hank. Are you nervous about the Knicks?
No.
Game 1, Monday night, at the Beck Gala. Mr. Bing Bong is going to be in your face.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Jerry in person.
Not worried about the Knicks.
No, we're not the Knicks. Even if we lose, I'll say it right now. If somehow we lose game 1, we could lose 2 games, and I wouldn't be worried.
If you go down to 0-2.
0-2, not worried. I'll say it in advance.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other story we had was Greg Popovich officially retires as head coach of the Spurs. He's going upstairs.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean to heaven.
No, he's going upstairs, just in the building.
Yep.
I think we're actually going to have our good friend Kirk Goldsberry on Wednesday, so we'll have some pop stories. But 29 seasons, 5 titles, 1,422 wins. Pretty crazy. Also, like a pretty wide, deep coaching tree. Not only GMs, but coaches. I saw it and I laughed because on his coaching tree was Jim Boylan. And that gave that. Like, leave that off.
Yeah.
Get that off the coach.
Technically, yes, it is on there, but you don't have to say it out loud.
Yeah, there's a few games. Let me find the tweet. There's a few names that, like, if you're a coach and you have a coaching tree, you should have a little bit of a bar where it's like, you know what, let's keep this guy off. So he had Jock Vaughn is another one maybe keep off. Jim Boylan, Will Hardy, PJ Carlosimo, Mike Budenholzer, Joe Prunty, Mike Brown, Brett Brown, Ime, James Borrego, Mitch Johnson, Becky Harmon, and then he had Sean Marks, GM, and Messina Euro. So pretty good. You don't need Jim Boylan on there.
Yeah, good. It's like when you're talking about Belichick. You don't have to say Romeo Crennel.
Yeah.
Great coordinator, but maybe don't bring him up.
Yeah. And people are now debating if PJ Carlosimo was not on his tree, but whatever. I saw the graphic. Sports Illustrated tweeted, so I'm just going.
Let's go with the graphic on
I'm
that.
going with the fucking graphic.
Yeah. So, I mean, Pop, good for
You
Pop.
can't tweet anything these days without having it be debated endlessly.
No, people get mad about everything. Wait, so why are they saying PJ's not on the tree?
Because he maybe was officially, like, he was, I don't know if he started before, which would make sense. He was a college coach.
Yeah.
He was a coach before, but then went to Pop. I don't know.
So he got rehabilitated by Pop.
Yeah.
Just like,
But that's technically not his tree.
Steve Sarkisian could be a Nick Saban coaching tree guy.
Right.
Bill
I
O'Brien,
understand the
Nick
argument of you can't do a rehabilitation tree. That's a separate tree altogether.
Mhm.
Is the rehabilitation tree? Yeah, because PJ was an NBA coach, a college coach before he was a Spurs assistant, but he did get rehabilitated for 5 years.
He did.
So
After he got choked. Him and Harden, big choke guys.
yeah, you know what he is? He's like a tree that grew like in Pop's yard.
And then when they cut down Pop's tree, then now his tree has more sunlight.
Yes,
so it grows
exactly.
taller.
Exactly. Struck Kentucky Derby. Thanks to our guy Randy Moss. He'll be back on for the Preakness. He did tell us sovereignty. Make sure he's in your exotics.
Yep.
I like the mud. The mud made it so much fun. It's fucking crazy. It was a great race.
It always makes me laugh too to see everyone get super dressed up to go to the Derby, knowing that they now have to deal with some of the mud
Right.
on all their shoes,
Right.
their clothes. That's always a nice twist. Every single horse in this race was a descendant of Secretary. Did you know that?
I did.
That's kind of wild.
Crazy.
That horse fucked.
Yeah.
Big
So
time.
they all kind of did steroids.
They got the steroid DNA.
Yeah. But it was a very like thrilling race. Like the journalism and sovereignty down the stretch, fighting was awesome. And again, it was like 20. I mean,
And Baeza too.
Baeza was my pick.
Good horse.
It hurt walking away, being like, if they just did 100 more yards,
Mm-hmm.
might have had it. What were you gonna say, Hank?
Dumb question I was trying to figure out when I saw the Secretariat graphic is how, like, are they equal descendants, and how is it great?
I
I don't know how many grades are involved.
No, his jizz just got used for so many different horses that they're all.
Like, do they save it? Like,
Yeah, that's. I was thinking about that too. Like
can you just have, like, can you still use it?
What you should do if you have a horse that wins the Kentucky Derby, you need to jack that horse off like 6 times a day and then freeze all the sperm. And then that way, because I feel like if you could get just a direct pregnancy from Secretariat right now, that'd be worth way more, right? Than just getting like his great grandson sperm.
Okay, so I'm reading it right now. We'll ask Randy this when he comes back on. You can do it now. You couldn't have done it when Secretariat was jizzing.
That's why you got to save something just in case.
Right,
One day the technology will
The
exist.
technology didn't exist when Secretariat was in his jizz heyday.
But maybe do you think anyone had the foresight to just, like,
No.
do it and
Well,
keep
they
it in the
didn't.
freezer?
They should have.
Oh yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
And then like every time you move, you have to move
Yeah.
the industrial strength freezer, and then the moving guy's like, "What is this?"
giant thing that you've got in your basement. Oh, that's horse cum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Most valuable thing I own.
like an unopened pack of cards from the 60s. It's like, oh, we just found in this freezer, like, authentic Secretariat cum.
Yeah, that'd be worth a shitload of money right now.
No, but those they're all different levels of related to Secretariat.
And they're probably also related to Seattle Slew, too.
Yeah, I mean, I know there was a couple American Pharaoh babies in this race, I believe, at least one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that wasn't a dumb question.
I'll say this, Sandman took my breath away when Sandman walked across the street.
Yes.
That is a good-looking horse.
Yes.
The gray, very spooky looking. It's a ghost.
Yeah. There's also, I think there's a story, I think it might be Sunday Silence, I can't remember. There's basically one horse that basically started horse racing in Japan. Like, yeah, like all the horses in Japan are related to one horse.
Genghis Khan's horse.
Yeah, Genghis Khan's horse. Also, did you guys see journalism jockey Umberto Rispoli, his wife?
No.
That was very funny. They did like a little, both of them were standing there with their kids. Very nice. They're talking to him. He's 5 feet. His wife was attractive. I think he's only like 5'4". She looked like a center next to him. It was crazy. I don't know if you can pull it up, memes, but it was a very fun. And they did the interview for like 3 minutes, and it was crazy to see it. But you just forget how small jockeys are.
They're very, very small.
Yeah.
Well, this is a nice picture of them. Oh, yeah, that is a massive height difference.
Massive, but then she's only, it's like, I tweeted about it, and someone, I think Stanford Steve's actually, she's actually only like 5'5" or 5'4".
They've got a great picture of him carrying her.
Yeah.
It's like, don't do that, man. You're going to blow your back out.
That's very funny. All right, we found it, memes. You can put it into the show, maybe, the from the telecast.
Did you see the picture of the Spurs Rookie of the Year's winners?
Yes. Tim Duncan. Yeah. And Wemby. It was Tim Duncan, Wemby, Robinson, and Stephon Castle. And Tim Duncan not only doesn't look like he ever played basketball, he's got his hair out and he's like beard, but Tim Duncan and David Robinson are 7-footers, and they look like they're 5'11".
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wemby's a freak, yeah.
He is such a freak.
Did you guys know that a human can beat a horse in a long-distance race?
I believe it.
And like a 26-miler, there's a race that they get tired every year over in England somewhere. It's man versus horse, and man wins like 20% of the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They're not built for distance like us.
All right. Others.
Someone riding the horse, obviously.
Yeah, someone's riding the horse. Yeah, so that is, I guess that does. I think someone's riding it, but that would throw a little wrench into it, where it's like, yeah, it's not just the horse; they're also pulling a human.
Yeah,
but still, fuck horses, we're faster.
And shout out our guy Randy Moss, who we'll have back on for the previous. All right, so we have Whitney talking all the hockey. We have Moose backing up. I have one other thing, similar to the Rockies thing that we brought up. Fuck the Monforto brothers.
Yeah, the two guys. They got one guy that looks like a penis.
Chuck and Dave, I can't remember their names. We're gonna get more on that, but fuck them. We should just mention the fact that Aaron Judge it's insane what he's doing, and it's May. Because now May is when you start to pay attention and be like, oh shit, from like around the league, like, oh man, this guy, Aaron Judge is hitting 423 with 11 home runs. He's hitting 423. I looked it up. There are 20 guys total hitting over 300 in the entire Major League Baseball, and Aaron Judge is hitting over 400.
Do it in October, Aaron. He actually did kind of do it in October last year.
Yeah.
It wasn't his fault.
But also, I saw weird.
It wasn't his fault except for the error he made in the game that they lost.
That's true. That's
completely below the World Series.
That's a valid point. I think that's one thing that would get America way back into baseball. It's like you remember the McGuire Sosa
hitting 400.
Hitting 400.
Yeah.
If we're on 400 watch in August, people are going to be watching baseball again.
Yeah, 400 watch would be fun. Yeah, it would be very fun. But yeah, he's. I mean, it's crazy. How many? There's. I don't even know what the math would be. How many Major League Baseball players are there like batting 400 active, right? Or like, you know what I mean?
Let's see.
9 times 32.
What are the minimum? Okay, 502 plate appearances to qualify for a batting title.
Okay.
So I assume that's when a 400 would reach.
Yeah.
Like peak. How many plate appearances does Aaron Judge have this season? Let's see. Aaron Judge.
We're really missing Max being able to Google things slower than what we're doing right now.
Yeah, he's way better at it.
Yeah, he's way better at not getting it. Aaron Judge has right now 125 at bats.
Okay, so about a quarter of the way there.
Yeah.
He should shut it down once he reaches that number.
Yeah.
That'd make everybody so mad.
That would make everyone so mad.
Mm-hmm. If he gets his mysterious mid-season injury.
Also,
technically 400.
Yeah. A weird story from baseball. Apparently the Rays, Steinbrenner Field, where they're playing this year, is like the craziest wind possible, and they're complaining about the wind. The Rays.
The Rays are?
Yeah, there was an article. I couldn't read it because of the paywall, but it said Rays facing more than opponents when hitting at Steinbrenner Field. Frustrations, including varying winds, have started to impact players and get them to change their style.
Well, that's a valid complaint because the wind only blows when the Rays are.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. That's a crazy thing, though, to complain about the wind.
Mm-hmm.
You can't complain about the wind.
No.
You can't complain about the wind. You gotta just let the wind go. Gotta let the wind do its thing.
Wind is real.
Yeah, wind is real. You just gotta let it go. You gotta let it do its thing. Okay, let's do who's back of the week, and then we have Ryan Whitney, and then we have Jordan talk after Ryan Whitney before lottery balls. Okay, before we get to who's back of the week, Game Time NBA playoffs are here, and the only place to buy hard-to-get playoff tickets is Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying NBA playoff tickets. Price on the app actually go down the closer it gets a tip-off. You can save up to 60% when buying last-minute tickets. Looking at tickets for the Knicks Celtics, which is tonight, Game 1 in Boston. It is $160 to get in. I hit the GT pick setting, and it is some great deals. You can be even in the lower bowl for $300. So what are you waiting for? Go to Game Time Picks tickets right now and hit that GT pick setting. Take the guesswork out of buying NBA playoff tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app. Create an account. Use code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account. Redeem code PMT for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game Time. Who's Back of the Week is brought to you by our friends at Truly Unruly. A lemonade combines the high alc fun of Truly Unruly with everyone's favorite lemonade. It's the official hard seltzer, pardon my take. Lemonade let loose, 8% ABV, 100% delicious. 4 supercharged lemonade flavors, bumpin' blue raz, OG original lemonade, punched up pineapple, and wild pink. Level up your lemonade with Truly Unruly. Get unruly this summer. It's getting warm out. Everything's getting nicer. Golf, everything's happening. Ball games, backyard barbecues, beach. Go right now. Truly Unruly Lemonade combines the high alc fun of Truly Unruly with everyone's favorite lemonade. Level up your lemonade with Truly Unruly, 8% ABV, 100% delicious. Okay, Hank, who's back of the week?
My who's back of the week is Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah,
Big time back.
what a
wire
beast.
to wire, dominating performance, 31 under par. The guy that came in second lost by 8 strokes. He was 23 under.
Is that
That's gotta be the most devastating. I think it tied the record or maybe broke it by 1, but it's gotta be devastating to have like the best week of your life and not even sniff coming in first.
Not even sniff.
What I love about Hank is he's wearing Sunday red right now because you play. You look like Tiger on Sunday.
Thank you.
Yeah. How'd you shoot?
I played pretty well. I got 9 holes in before I came back for the pod.
Love that.
Game's trending upward. I'm here. We're here for the Bet Gala. Entertain some clients. Had a great time.
Yeah.
Didn't Bryson have a really good back nine today too?
Yesterday they're in Hong Kong, but he won live. A lot of good storylines heading into the PGA Championship.
Yeah, which
Justin
is when?
I think it's not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after.
Love that. Scotty Scheffler, did you guys see his post game? Scotty Scheffler, it doesn't seem like the most emotional guy, but it's his hometown tournament, and he had his son who was born. He missed this tournament last year because his son was born right around this tournament. Remember, there was the whole we're not going to play, and then it took a while. We love Scotty Scheffler, but it was funny because they gave him a picture of him with Byron Nelson when he was 6 years old while holding his son. And he started to get a little emotional. It was like they had to plug the computer back in. It was good to see him get a little emotional.
He might be on that fuck you tour right now.
He might be on the fuck you tour.
He's dialed.
I did say he's got to get the fuck you tour going. Yeah, he shot 61, 63, 66, 63 for 31 under. Insane. It was funny. I was tracking it because I was like, you could see right when he started on Thursday. I think he started the front 9. Like he was like 8 under before.
29.
Yeah, before he could even blink. And I went to look at the odds, and he was like maybe 4 holes in. This is after someone else had started the day. I don't know, like 9 under to finish the day. 4 holes in, he was like minus 150, and then like 9 holes in, he was like minus 2,000 to win the tournament.
Did you see that shot that he had at the bunker? It was a 3-iron. Yeah, out of the bunker on a par 5 that he stuck to like 10 feet. It's insane what he's doing.
He's so good. Yeah, he's so good. Good who's back, Hank.
Thank you.
Yeah, great who's back, Hank.
Thank you.
My who's back of the week is Alcatraz.
Oh,
Alcatraz is back, baby. They shut that fucking island down, and about 30 minutes ago, Donald Trump put out a press release. He said, for too long, America's been plagued by vicious, violent, and repeat criminal offenders who will never contribute anything other than misery and suffering. That is why today I am directing the Bureau of Prisons, together with Department of Justice, FBI, and Homeland Security, to reopen a substantially enlarged and rebuilt Alcatraz to house America's most ruthless and violent offenders. Now, Alcatraz, the prison that's in the San Francisco Bay.
Excuse me, are you talking about The Rock?
I'm talking about The Rock. This is what's most interesting to me about reopening Alcatraz is The Rock is back. And if you haven't seen The Rock, it might be the best movie ever made.
Bruckheimer's joint.
I think it actually. Wait, winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
It is. You're right. It might be the perfect movie.
It is the perfect movie.
Yeah,
It's got everything. Sean Connery, Nick Cage, prisons, terrorists, planes,
weird biological weapons.
Yeah, that look kind of delicious.
Yes.
When he disassembles the weapons, and it's those like green glass balls with the poison inside. I just want to snack into one of those bad boys. Looks like a big Jolly Rancher.
The Rock.
So yeah, Alcatraz is back. Fun fact about Alcatraz: did you know that it did not have a death row?
I did not.
Even though it was like, for some of the most badass criminals, it wasn't like a place that they would execute you. But it sounds like they're going to enlarge it. They're enlarging Alcatraz, so they might put in an electric chair or something there. I don't know. But yeah, Alcatraz, the prison is back.
That is pretty cool.
Which does suck because I'm assuming that they won't still have tours there anymore.
Yeah, I would say they probably won't. Oh, by the way, it was Michael Bay, not Bruckheimer. Michael Bay